All right. Hello. How we doing? How we doing, everybody? Hey, how we doing? Hey. Hey. How's it going? Hey. Hey, everybody. How we doing, everybody? Hello, happy Wednesday to you. Welcome in, welcome back. Hope you had a great day. I know I did. Big day today. Big day. Not really. But we got through it. We survived it. That's about all you can ask for these days. Right? What a standard we're setting ourselves. Just survive. That's good. That's good. I like that. A good standard to shoot for. Just survive. Just get through it. We got some racing later tonight. 9:30, man. We don't hit the track till 9:30 in this all-star race for Core, because we're already locked in as a race winner, as a defending all-star champion. We're already locked into the main event, so we don't have to go through the heats. We don't have to go through the open. We don't hit the track until the main event at 9:30 or so. So we got some time. We got some time to kill. I figured why not fire up the stream. There were some iRacing updates today, which I am currently downloading and installing. Because why not? Why wouldn't there be? Yeah. A lot of interesting chatter today on the Twitter app. A A lot of interesting talk today. It happens every year. Honestly, it happens every year. People who have been in the sport longer than me can probably speak to it better than I can. But it happens every year. Inevitably, around this time during the off season, the topic of working in the industry and what it's like to actually work in racing, to work in professional sports. And that's what this is, professional sports. What it's like to do that, what it's like to work what many consider to be a dream job. I know I considered it to be a dream job at one point or multiple points in my life. I'm fortunate enough to have worked in racing twice now, in two very different capacities. And yeah, once you get into it and once you see it for what it is, you definitely learn some things. You learn, like most things in life, that the reality of the situation is not quite as fun as the fantasy. And so it really started with a tweet from Pete Pistone from SiriusXM, The Morning Drive. Let me pull up the tweet here. Because I don't want to misrepresent what Pete said. I like Pete. I like what Pete has to say. I think he does a good job on the radio. What did Pete say? Let's see. Let's take a look at it here. That's not it. That's my Discord. Cool. Well, that's what my Discord looks like, in case you were wondering. There we go. Go ahead and make that a little bit bigger, right? Okay. So, Pete Pistone this morning. What he said. Many Cup and even NASCAR Xfinity Series teams are having a tough time filling positions internally, with burnout factor becoming more of a tangible challenge over the length of the season. One principal believes it's even reached the level of drivers not wanting to commit to a full season. Now, you see Brad, old Brad Perez there, he had a nice reply to the last part of that, which I agree with. This part right here of the whole thing was the one thing that made me really be like, I don't know about that. I don't know who the one principal is that believes that. I would love to know who. I'll never find out who. But that part I don't really understand, because of what Brad says is incredibly true. There's a driver not wanting to commit to a full season. There's a big line out the door of plenty who would, right? Now, of course, as we all know, you have to have full-time money to be a full-time driver in most instances, especially at the Xfinity Truck and ARCA level. You have to have full-time money. And each team is a different level of money to reach that full-time threshold. So that's sort of like that part I just sort of don't even pay any attention to that part. It's really this part. And out of this, of course, spawned a very big conversation across many different people, myself included, other members of the industry, more cemented members of the industry, drivers, crew members, mechanics, engineers, people in NASCAR, people out of NASCAR, sports car racing. Bozy weighed in on it, of course. And I think that it's just always so interesting to see how people envision or put together in their mind what it's like to work in this sport, and how many make the completely brainless jump to, well, I'd do their job if they're going to complain about it so much. I'd do it for free. I'd love to do their job. But it's not really adding anything to the conversation, because it's a job, okay? Think about your own job. Think about any job you've ever had. It's a job, right? You spend time working. You get paid for your time. How much you get paid for your time depends on a lot of different factors, but before you accept that job, you know how much it's going to pay you, okay? It's not some surprise that's behind door number 2 after you've already agreed to the job and walked into the shop, okay? It's not just like, by the way, we're also paying you $700 a week. No, you agree to that on the front end when you take the job. And different teams can afford to pay different salaries for the same position. A mechanic at Alpha Prime Racing versus a mechanic at Junior Motorsports or Joe Gibbs, those are not going to be the same pay necessarily, right? We wouldn't expect them to. And your experience matters as well. So basically what this is getting at is teams are having a hard time finding people who want to work in the shop, go on the road over the course of a full season, right? That's a hard thing to ask of a lot of people. That's tough. It's a big ask. Now, not everybody that works in the shop goes on the road. Not everybody that goes on the road works in the shop. But when you get down into Xfinity and truck, most people will do both, especially as you get further down the prestige ladder of teams. It becomes more and more of a requirement that you're going to do both. That's a long work week. If you're in truck, that's 20-something times a year they travel, right? 24 races a year, 25 races. If you're Xfinity, it's 33. If you're a Cup, it's upwards of 40. With the Clash and whatever the hell else they do. On top of working in the shop all week or whatever it is that they do. It's very difficult. It's a very difficult life that for a lot of people doesn't pay great. Even in upper level roles. I'm not even talking entry level roles. I'm talking about upper level roles. Car chief, engineer of some experience level. Crew chief even on some of these teams. Because they just don't have that kind of budget to pay big money to people. Because they're small teams that don't work on a lot of money. So, I wouldn't have any knowledge of this or appreciation of this if I hadn't been through what I've been through for the past couple of years with Tommy Joe and seeing what it's like on this side of it. I wouldn't be able to speak intelligently about this. But I have seen it, and I have a pretty good understanding of it. And so to see this be sort of the big news today, and then all the conversation that came out of this, it teaches you a few things about people, for sure. And maybe I already knew this about people. Maybe you already knew this about people. There's a lot of people who think they know. And there's even less people who actually know. And the unfortunate part is of the people that do know, when they try to sound off about it, give their take on it, speak from experience or knowledge on the topic, the people who don't know become very combative or entitled or I don't know what, weird with them. Like the people that know don't know what they're talking about or something. I don't get it. I don't get it. Saw a lot of that today, and I just didn't get it. And again, a lot of the people, oh, well, if it's so bad, then just quit. They can't. They can't just quit. Okay, this is their life. This is their livelihood. This is what they've been doing. This is their line of work. Okay, a lot of people don't have a college degree. Okay, they don't have a college degree to go fall back on and get another job in another industry somewhere. This is their chosen profession. This is where they are trying to make their career. Every employer in the world is having that problem. Every employer in the world's had that problem. This is nothing new. That's the other side of it. This is nothing new. They're like, oh, well, this is going to spell the end of the industry. Talented people are going to leave the sport. Yeah, spoiler alert. That's been going on. That's not something that's coming up on the horizon. It's already here. It's been here. Okay? It happens every year. New people come in. Old people leave. That's just the way that it goes. There's no doomsday prophecy ingrained in this anywhere. This has already been going on. This is a natural thing for any industry. It's just this is a more volatile industry. Racing is a more volatile industry to work in than being an accountant, than working in retail. It's just a very volatile environment. If an engineer can be an engineer for $150,000 a year and turns down a $75,000 a year job on a team, whose fault is it really? Everyone has to make their own choice on what they want to do in life. It's not for me to sit here and say that they're right or wrong for making that decision. Everyone has to make their own decision of what they're going to do for a living based off of what's important to them. Now, I think as we get older, we're more risk averse, and so we want more stability. But if you're 20-something, just graduating college, and you have the opportunity to go be an engineer for $40,000 a year on a small team somewhere, versus making $70,000 going to an engineering, firm or, construction company, or I don't know, working for a Ford plant or a Chevy plant or Toyota plant somewhere. I think that's an easier decision to make than if you're somebody who's already more established, 35 years old, been working as an engineer out in the corporate world for 15 years, and then said, you know what? I want to try and go work in racing, and taking a 50% pay cut to go try and pursue this passion, this thing that you really love. That's a decision you have to make. But there's a lot of factors that ride on that decision. And it's easier for some people to make that decision than others. The pay is the pay. There's no mystery around it. It's like any job interview. It's part of that discussion. You know what you're going to make going in. So if the amount of money you're going to make going in isn't worth your time, even though you would love to do the work, that's okay. That doesn't mean that it's an industry problem or a team problem. Sometimes you have to make compromises in life to do what you really want to do. Very rarely are you going to find that wonderful, life-changing, beautiful opportunity to do your dream job without it costing you something. Without there being some sort of compromise somewhere that you're going to have to make. That just rarely happens. Again, if you're 21 years old, just out of college, and it doesn't work out, it's going to be easier for you to rebound from that and go get another job. At least you tried it. But if you're 30-something, 40-something, trying to make a career change or a big shift into the racing industry, there's a lot more risk involved with that. Maybe you got a wife, maybe you got kids. Maybe got dependents that you have to take care of based off of what you earn from your living. And so it's not as easy a decision, or it's more a risky decision to make at that point. But again, everybody's situation is different. So to sit there and take the perspective of, oh, well, they just need to pay more. Just pay your people more. Great. If only it were that easy. But that's not how money works. That's not how business works. That's not how economics works. Especially when it comes to a race team, where they're basically just a pass-through entity. Money flows through them. Money flows through the race team. It comes in sponsorship income and goes out as an expense to a million different places. Payroll, taxes, bodywork, motors, and 100 other things. A team can only pay what it can afford in its budget. That's how a successful business operates. Is it doesn't say, we should just pay people more because we can or we should. It just doesn't work like that. People will never do that. They pay what they think is right for their role based off of a lot of different factors. Now, if you're the best engineer in the world, greatest engineer of all time, and you're like, you know what, I'm going to go to NASCAR, and you say, I want to go be an engineer for Hendrick Motorsports. You know what? Hendrick Motorsports has the means to probably pay you a pretty good living to be the greatest engineer in racing. They could probably do that. Can every team do that? Nope. But if you're the greatest engineer in the world, are you really going to be approaching small teams that can't afford you anyways? Or teams that aren't going to win? Where you're going to be able to fulfill your potential? No, you're not. I just spilled on myself. Unfortunate. So crazy to think like a decade ago you could jump into the sport super easy without a degree. You still can. I just said, most of these people that work on these cars don't have a degree. Now, engineers, yeah, they got a degree. Crew chiefs, yeah, they probably got an engineering degree. Car chiefs, possibly a degree. But your standard tire guy doesn't have a 4-year degree. The guy who's putting transmissions in cars, or your fabricators, do they have degrees? Probably not. Yeah, no problem, Henson. These are good discussions to have. These are good discussions to have. It's like everyone thinks they can go work in racing. All right, I'm just going to be real blunt with y'all. Everyone thinks they can go work in racing just because they want to. All right, I don't know why. This doesn't apply to football. This doesn't apply to baseball, basketball, hockey, tennis, golf. Because motorsports is a very approachable environment. Because there's so many different things you can be in motorsports if you're not going to be a race car driver. Obviously, you don't have a degree. You don't have to have a degree to be a driver. Now, some guys do have degrees, which is great. I would encourage every young race car driver to finish school, because you never know when that driving career is going to come to an end, and you're going to need a backup plan. But, like, motorsports is probably the easiest professional sport to get into.
32
Probably.
months. Can't believe it has been that long.
probably the easiest professional sport to get into for anybody, because you can get in at the grassroots level, local level. There's a lot of ways to go about it. But I will tell you, there are a lot of people who get into racing by working for dirt cheap, because that's what it takes. Damn near working for free, or sometimes working for free because they love it and they think that it's going to be the path forward, and that's the compromise that they make. Now, again, not everybody can just go and work for free or close to free. That's a hard thing to do, right? We all got bills to pay. We all got lives to lead. And shit's getting more expensive every year. But if you want to get into racing, you are just going to have to get comfortable with the fact that unless you come in with a nice resume, some prior experience, tangible experience. I don't mean I turned wrenches on my dad's 69 Camaro on weekends while he was putting down a 30 rack of Keystone. Okay, that's not experience. Experience is, I spent a season working for a late model team, and here's what I did. I prepared tires, and I installed rear end gears, and I set up front end alignments, and I did this, and I went to the track every weekend, or I worked for this truck series team, or I worked for this ARCA team. Tangible experience. Then you might get a okay wage on a small team somewhere. But if you can get your foot in the door, if you can get started somewhere, I have seen with my own two eyes people move from a small team like Alpha Prime to a bigger team mid-season just because they rode out whatever they had to ride out to get to that point. But it's going to take some sacrifice and some compromise that not everyone is comfortable making. And that's where people start to get mad. I shouldn't have to do that. They should just pay me. No, it's not how it works, man. Sorry. The easiest point of entry into motorsports is a small team. Where a lot of people get their start. Unless you are a super polished college graduate, you're probably not going to get your start at Hendrick Motorsports or Joe Gibbs. Why would they hire you? Because you've got a hat and a shirt and all of their die casts? Nope, they don't care. Why? Because you want to? They don't care. They don't care how much you want it. They want you to be polished. They want you to be hireable with a skill set that is of value to them. And I think that's the problem, is because motorsports is so approachable. It is so quote-unquote easy to get into on a relative basis that everyone thinks they can just go work in motorsports. And it's not a slight against people who make the decision to go try and work in motorsports, okay? Lord knows I'm the last person to talk about that negatively. I did it. In 2011, I went and did it myself. And I know people,
When
I have
someone
friends.
who works for a NASCAR team told me how much he makes, even for a low-budget team, I was shocked how low it was.
If I told you guys how much I made working for Alpha Prime Racing in the role that I was in, you'd be shocked too. I didn't do it for the money. I couldn't do it for the money. I did it because I loved it, because I wanted to. And thankfully, I was fortunate enough to be in a position where it was just something alongside my full-time job. Okay, I could take on that role because the money didn't matter. It was a nice little bonus, but it didn't matter. I didn't need the money. The experience and the knowledge was more valuable, and I was fortunate enough to be in a position where I could take advantage of that. But I don't even remember what I was saying, but yeah, like I've lived that life. I made a move trying to go chase his dream a long time ago, and it worked. I was fortunate enough where I've stumbled into a situation where it worked. And I know other people who have as well. People who are in this community right now who have done the same thing. They moved here to Charlotte to chase that dream. And some people succeed, some people fail. More people are going to fail than succeed. But the people that succeed are the ones that are going to be able to work for free for a long time, or work for very little money for a long time, and not get frustrated, not get fed up, not get pissed, but stay committed to the big picture. And maybe those people will be the ones who someday end up at a top flight team in 5 to 10 years because they've built a resume that's worthy of going across the desk of a hiring manager at one of those teams. But you don't start there. And just because you want it is not a good enough reason for anybody to hire you in this sport. Donnie, thank you for the 32 months. Agent Smith, thank you for the 25 months. Welcome back to the children. Hello. Yeah, I mean, Natters brings up a good point. Photographers, man, there's a whole subsect of people there. Photographers. Try to become a motorsports photographer or a sports photographer. Everything I just said applies to that. Okay, really what I've been talking about is being a mechanic or, you know, a PR person or a whatever for a racing team. But if you want to be a sports photographer or videographer, hope you like working for nothing for a long time. Because that's how it's going to be for most people. Everybody wants to try and do that job. Everyone thinks they can do that job. Everyone thinks that it's not hard. Okay, go do it. Report back to me in 2 months and tell me how it's going. Margins on race teams are tight. Steve Phelps ain't missing out on buying the latest Italian loafer, though, is he? No. Listen, there's very few people in racing that actually make good money. And, yeah, when you talk about the higher-ups at NASCAR, sure, they're well taken care of. It's a family business. Don't forget that. NASCAR is a family business. But when you're down in the Alpha Prime level of NASCAR, you're so far removed from all of that. You can't worry about what's going on at NASCAR like that, who's making what. You don't worry about that. You barely worry about the A-car operations in front of you in the standings. You don't even worry about them because you can't. There's no reason to worry about those teams. They're going to operate at the level they're going to operate because that's what they get to do. But in that neck of the woods, you're trying to find the best people that you can for the budget that you have available to you. And that's it. Sometimes that's going to get you, you know, somebody that's really good that comes at a higher cost, but they really bring a big benefit to your team. But you're going to have to offset them with like 3 people who you barely pay to round out that team because you can only spend so much money. It's like, that's what people don't realize is it's a finite resource. Money is a finite resource, especially on a smaller team. You can't just pull money out of thin air to just pay people more. That's how you go out of business. What's the family business of NASCAR without the Alpha Primes? Well, that's why they're still around for now. I don't know if it'll always be that way. They certainly don't want those teams in Cup. That much is clear. They have made it very clear that the Cup Series is not to be filled with anything but true competitive race teams that are not there to run in the back. They've been working really hard to make the Cup Series that, and they are closer than ever to that. Now, they're not as worried about it at Xfinity or Truck, because it doesn't need to be. It's still relatively open to all. Take that with a grain of salt, but open to all in those series. If you got the money and you want to spend it there, then you can have a race team there. And yeah, I agree. I don't think there's anything wrong with it being that way. I think that's fine. I think it's fine for the Cup Series to be the best of the best. All the serious teams, all of them trying as hard as they can. That's fine. No, it's just... It's always interesting when this comes up to see the wide variety of opinions and takes about this. Listen, when you're sitting on the outside looking in, it's easy to sit there and say, well, I'd do that job. I don't care how much they paid me. I'd do that job. Really? I'm willing to bet you wouldn't. I'm willing to bet that you wouldn't. I know a lot of 20-somethings who work on these teams who make $500 to $600 a week and work 6 days a week, 50 to 60 hours, travel every weekend that we race for $500 or $600 a week. Now you just think about that. You say, wow, it's not a lot of money for the amount of time that you're spending. Right. Because you don't do it just for the money. You can't just do it for the money because the money's not good enough. You have to love what you're doing. You have to really love what you're doing. Or really believe that there's more coming your way in the future. But you're going to have to ride out a lot of those years of $500 to $600 to $700 a year, depending on what you do, with a shitload of working hours, travel, terrible hotels, shitty food, maybe benefits if you're lucky, depending on the team you work for. Alpha Prime actually had pretty good benefits. I was happy to see that. Shut up, Xbox. I don't care. Why are we talking Xbox? I don't need your notifications. You're not even open. Yeah. But that's the lifestyle. That's the decision they make. And they're happy with that. Do they struggle? Yeah, I bet they do. Do they live a glamorous lifestyle? No, they don't. But there's obviously something about it that fulfills them. Whether it's seeing the car that they worked on all week go onto the racetrack and turn laps, get a top 30 finish, a top 20 finish. Whatever it is, something about it, there's a payoff at some point that keeps them coming back. And it's not all the money. It can't just be about the money. Could Alpha Prime run better than Rick Ware in Cup? Or does Tommy Joe not have that kind of... You're asking if an Xfinity team can run better than a Cup Series team in Cup. I think you just answered your own question. Love what you do and you never work a day in your life. That is one of the biggest loads of shit I've ever heard. That's such a sellout phrase. I'm not sure I've ever had a job where I loved what I do. I'm not sure I have. And I've had a lot of jobs in my life. I'm not sure I've ever had a job where I was just like, God, I love this job. Because if I did, I wouldn't have left it, right? If I loved it so much, I probably wouldn't have left it. I don't think the goal should ever be to love what you do. I think the goal should be to find something that fulfills you. So that when you do it every day, or when you do it, you feel fulfilled and productive and happy about what you're doing. Whether that's the work itself plus the money that you make, or some other tangible aspects of it. If you can just simply feel fulfilled from the work that you do, I think you've accomplished something. And that's not something that everybody can say. There's probably a larger percentage of the population than I want to even comprehend that thinks that everyone who works in racing makes good money. They think that every team's got a shitload of money, everybody's rich, everybody's living the good life, just because it's a professional sport. I couldn't have worked for Alpha Prime Racing. I couldn't work for Ryan Ellis if it was just for the money. If I didn't have my full-time job, I couldn't have taken either of those opportunities. And when people ask me, for advice on getting into working in motorsports or anything like that, I always tell them, if you can start by making it a part-time pursuit to work in alongside your full-time job so that you're not sweating and stressing about money, you're probably going to be better off. Because the worst thing that you can do is take a job where you are constantly stressed because you're not making enough money. You're not going to be able to focus on the work that you're doing. It's all you're going to think about is the fact you're not making enough money. And eventually, you're just going to move on. But not everybody can do that. Not everyone is in a position to do that. And I get that. But it sure does make it easier. So, yeah, it was an interesting conversation. Let's see some of the replies here. We saw what Brad had to say. This is a well-known troll on Twitter. Pete went for the troll, unfortunately. Let's see. Imagine a baseball player saying, I don't know if I want to play anymore because I don't want to commit to a full baseball season. Yeah, I mean, Pete makes a good point there that, like, just because there's a long line of drivers who want to drive full-time, this goes back to what I was saying earlier, just because they want to be full-time doesn't mean they can because they're not bringing full-time money. Like, a race team can't just say, you know what, just because driver X doesn't want to be full-time, we'll just throw driver Y in the car because they do. Well, what if driver Y only has $100,000 and it takes $1 million to run full-time? Not like a race team could just do that. Okay, there are less drivers with full-time money than drivers with full-time money. Wait, I said that wrong. There are more drivers without full-time money than there are with. If you can even believe that. So, if it was just a case of next man up, then yeah, that would be fantastic. But it's not just next man up. It's next man up that has the right amount of money. I would trade jobs in a heartbeat. They've already gotten more time off since Phoenix than I've ever gotten. Also a troll. Can't be real. No way. Oh, Pickle Gang wants to know what Tommy Joe thinks. Tommy Joe wasn't going for that one. He could spend more time than me talking about it. That's probably a rant I would actually listen to, because he knows better than a lot of people as somebody who owns his own team. Maybe he'll record himself giving his thoughts on this separately while he drinks a cup of coffee. I'd watch that. A good Tommy Joe rant on this subject would actually be fun to listen to. Just set aside like half a day, because he'll talk about it for about 6 hours. Minimum. Do you think with drivers it's burnout or more about drivers not having enough sponsorship? I don't know of any drivers that are burnt out. Personally, I know I know more drivers that are looking for a job right now than I wish I did. Meaning there's more drivers without solidified plans right now than I wish was true. And it's because of sponsorship. Let's see, what does this guy say? It's odd because back in the day, just with testing alone before NASCAR limited and then just said no testing unless for a few exceptions. I swear teams put in more work and more hours back in the day. Are teams today just not as tough? Huh? Let's do a podcast together. I didn't even want to do a podcast with Breyer talking about sim racing. Baseball players also don't have to bring sponsorship. That's right. This is the only professional sport where money gets you your job. All the other professional sports, it's your talent that gets you your job. Okay? Nobody cares. You don't get to play for the 49ers because you bring more money than, a different wide receiver, right? You don't get to play center for the New York Knicks because you bring more money than another center. That's not how it works. This is just a motorsports thing. It's a very good observation and a very good point. Look, thank you, Natters, for finally bringing something of value to this stream instead of misinformation. What I'm saying is your October job change from healthcare to motorsports is a bad thing? No, I'm not saying that. How can I judge your job change? I don't know anything about it. That'll be up for you to determine if it was a good thing or a bad thing. I can't tell you. Haley Deegan is making so much from sponsorships. Yeah, she's a very marketable person. I hear you, but I don't believe it. I like that. I hear what you're saying, but I don't believe it. The lower series work just as hard while doing their day job. They also drive themselves to each race. They also do it with little or no compensation. They would change places with the Cup folk in a heartbeat. That's your average Twitter response right there. Yeah, they would change places with the Cup folk in a heartbeat because Cup pays more. But that doesn't mean that the Cup teams would hire them either, because they may not be ready for Cup. Oh, man. The week he spent at Snowball was interesting. I want to go to Snowball next year. The girlfriend and I were talking about going down next year for the Snowball Derby. She loves short track racing. I think going down and showing her the snowball would be a good short track racing experience. This argument doesn't hold water. Testing is pretty much entirely banned. Why is testing not being a thing being used as a reason for why this is not true? Most parts are purchased rather than manufactured. I think it probably takes less time to wrap a car as opposed to painting and decaling. Practice at the track has practically been eliminated. Thank you, Scott. I'm sure Scott has a lot of knowledge on the topic. The fact that this is his argument that because there's no testing, parts are purchased rather than manufactured, and we're now wrapping cars instead of painting them by hand, burnout isn't real, and teams shouldn't have trouble hiring anybody. Thank you, Scott. Very cool. Nathan Blasdell, who manages Joe Graff Jr. and others, maybe. I know he definitely manages Joe. I felt like his take was pretty good. Oh, he wrote a lot of money, or he wrote a lot of words. He's got Twitter Blue. He could write more, but I feel like Nate spoke as somebody who works in the industry and who's done some very difficult jobs in the industry. I agree with Nathan's take. So, yeah. Why do you take me all the way back to the top? Why you gotta make me scroll? What did Larry say? Maybe the mechanics and fabricators need to shift over to construction jobs where they're away from home for several months at a time, working 7 to 12 hours, 12-hour days per week with a fatigue day every 14th. Thank you, Larry. Very helpful. Alan Cavada. Hey, Alan. I like Alan. Alan's a good guy. Alan's cool. You think there's a certain level of greed amongst the organizers that makes it harder and more expensive for teams to pay for the right amount of employees? In 1990, there were only 29 races compared to the 38 this year. A shorter schedule might help. Yeah. Sim Racing Sam. What's up, Sam? I agree the NASCAR schedule is brutal. I remember it back at 29 races. It's a long schedule. I mean, NASCAR, it's always been a long season. Okay? Don't let the number of races distract you from the fact that racing, NASCAR has gone from February till November or February until October for a very long period of time. They've just packed more racing into that same time frame. So it's still just as long of a season, but now they're just squeezing more weekends out of that window of time. These guys are soft. In 1997, I had over 150 days of per diem for race, test, and wind tunnel travel. Of course, we were making more money then because sponsors were plentiful and tracks couldn't add seats fast enough. Best of times. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for pointing out that in a better economy with less inflation, that it was better for you. And in today's world where inflation is bad, the dollar doesn't go as far, and teams don't have the ability to pay as much money to rolls, that now people are soft because they can't make it work. Thank you, Chris. What does Brian Keselowski have to say? The whole sport changed as racers became more rare. It's seen more of as a cool job, but not really a lifestyle anymore. Old school racers just did the work. Nowadays, guys just want something different. Not that it's bad, but it's just different. Yeah, I expected a good reply here. I'll run full-time Xfinity. My I rating is over 1900. There you go. That's what we like to see right there. I'd love to see him in Xfinity. Give him a ride. Somebody give him a ride. 1900 I rating? It's qualified. It's well qualified. Racing on Easter Sunday? Yeah, I don't like racing on Easter Sunday. I'm with Bill on that one. Racing on Easter weekend is just... That's bad, man. As somebody who's gone to Dirt Bristol the last 2 years on Easter, it's not like I've been helping the situation because I've supported it by going. But yeah, that's... I remember when we didn't race on Mother's Day or Easter, and I liked it. I liked it a lot. Everybody else liked it too. You want to see me in NASFinity? Well, y'all are going to have to find a lot more subscribers to this channel if we're going to get to Xfinity. A lot more subscribers. Or one really big donation. Oh, man. A lot of people chiming in. A lot of people chiming in. So, yeah, there's just a lot of different takes as you would expect on Twitter. Pay is also a big factor. No, truck drivers are in high demand. It's true. I've heard big cup teams offering $70K a year. That I doubt. I know what cup teams are paying drivers because somebody who used to be a truck driver for Alpha Prime got a job with a cup team, and it was a significant increase in pay. And it wasn't going from 65 to 70,000. I'll tell you that. Cup truck drivers, hauler drivers, they do good. They do real good. Xfinity, I know what Alpha Prime paid their guys this year, and so by extension, I probably have a pretty good idea of what other teams pay. A lot of responsibility, though. That's why they get paid a lot. It's a lot of responsibility. Like, you're literally putting your entire team's fate in their hands as somebody driving a 18-wheeler. That's a place you have to pay good. You just have to. How many children we need to get me a ride? A lot. What's it going to take to get Huffman to let me run a race? Money. Usual answer for anything in racing? Money. Can we talk about how many NASCAR YouTubers' videos are getting slammed by NASCAR? No. I don't care about it. Not interesting to me. That's not what we're talking about right now, but David's not tall enough to drive a race car. That's not true. That's not true. That's just not true. Cheatham, that's just not true. I have driven a race car. I have driven a NASCAR Xfinity Series car at Darlington twice. And the second time, I didn't cut my hand. I am tall enough. I could reach the pedals. Thank you very much. Big fan. Cheese Man. I like people's Twitter names. The Beefster. Huh. Yeah, see, this is kind of what I was saying. It's a good job for a young single guy. Well, for a young single person. Okay, let's not be sexist here, dick. These opportunities are open to everybody. But this is basically what I was saying. In more or less, maybe a little rougher terms, this is kind of what I was getting at. And then you got this. I'd do anything to work in a race shop. Overdoing factory work. I've done work 12-hour days, 7 days a week sometimes, and still not having money to pay bills. Well, James, I got great news for you. Maybe it's not great news. It's going to be no different if you go work for a race team. You'll actually have less than still not enough money to pay your bills. So if that's what you want, then go ahead. Also, Cup drivers chooses to run lower series races. I don't get that one. I don't really understand that one. I'll sign today. Vicky says, I don't believe that at all. Thank you, Vicky, with your Twitter profile picture. Someone hire me. As I said earlier, people want to leave. What are they going to go do? Like, if you've been working in racing for 5 years, where are you going to translate that over to? There really aren't a lot of options. There's not a lot of job opportunities to make a lateral movement to if you want to get out of racing. And you have no other background, no education. As I said, a lot of these guys don't have an education. They just have a lot of work experience of doing this. Where are they going to go? What job are they going to be able to go and make as much money as they do in racing, which we've already determined, depending on the person or the team or the role, is really not that much to begin with. So that's the other thing is some people are just trapped. They are trapped in this wheel, and they can't get off of it because they can't translate their skills and knowledge and experience over to anything else. They have to go back to school to learn a different trade or whatever. How are they going to do that? They don't have any savings. They're going to go to school full time and try and work as well. A lot of people are just trapped. They can't go anywhere else, so they have to figure it out. They have to go find that next opportunity, even if it's shit money. At least they know what they're doing, and they know they're going to have it for a year. This certainly doesn't apply to Larson or Larson-type racers. Well. A lot of different, just crying. Lots of people have it a lot worse for less money, like military. Maybe NASCAR teams should pay their employees what they are worth. If your job is driving a race car for 36 weeks a year, that's about as easy a lifestyle there is. Nate Morris drives the number 25 Legend car. Now, do you think Nate Morris drives the number 25 Legend car in the real world or in iRacing? Because I bet you if Nate Morris drives the number 25 Legend car in the real world, he would have a better appreciation for how hard it is to find the money to go racing. Especially 36 times a year. Hell, I work for a driver who's trying to race 33 times a year. And I can tell you, there isn't a more stressed person that I know than Ryan Ellis. Because it's a really hard lifestyle. Nate. Really hard lifestyle. When you are constantly chasing money. Maybe Nate doesn't have to worry about chasing money because he's got rich parents. So he gets to just go buckle into his little Legends car and go drive it around and break shit and not have to worry about fixing it or paying for it. He does in real life. Well, so Nate's probably 12, 13, somewhere in there. Doesn't have to worry about paying for a thing to go racing. And he thinks it just gets easier the higher up the ladder he goes. God damn, Nate. I can't wait for you to get smacked in the face with reality. I can't wait. When he's ready to make that jump from Legends to, I don't know, a late model. And his parents are like, "Ugh, wow, it's a big jump to go from Legends car racing to late model racing, son. I don't know if we can afford to do it." Nate's gonna be like, "What? I thought a race car just shows up and I get to jump into it and go race as many times as I want to." God, it's gonna be sweet when it happens. I hope Nate can find him some really good sponsors. Maybe Nate Morris will be the next great thing in racing. Maybe he'll be the next Kyle Larson. I don't know. He's got a lot to learn. A lot to learn. Some good replies there. A lot of entertainment in the Twitter replies, as one could expect. That's why we love Twitter. A lot of good replies. What are some of the quotes? Some of the quote tweets. Oh, Colin Bowden. What's Colin got to say? People need to get paid more. Yeah, you can say the same for teachers, nurses, first responders. No one's going to disagree with you. Everyone should get paid more, right? I should get paid more. You should get paid more. We should all get paid more. What'd Parker Kligerman say? Over the last few years, the common response I've gotten from engineers and mechanics is one I learned from a late friend of mine: work-life balance. 40 plus weeks of travel demands serious dedication to loving cars, going in circles, and working on them. Kind of what I said, isn't it? Can't just be about the money. You got to really love what you do. You got to get some sort of fulfillment out of it to keep doing it. People in racing are cut from a different cloth. You need to want to work hard and have the passion to win. Elijah's right. What's Aiden say? I like Aiden. Good guy. Going racing is a bad financial decision. As an engineer, it took me 6 seasons and 3 promotions to earn what I could have straight out of school and in the industry if he hadn't gone into racing. There you go. But it was worth it to him. It was a decision that he made that he thought was worth it, and he stuck to it. What does Matt Tifft have to say? How long and intense the season is. Fewer and fewer people who want to commit when you have guaranteed time off. You can see your family and have more home time with equal or better pay working for bigger corporations, dealership, Amazon. Yeah. Not wrong. Who's this guy? What a clown. Look at this guy. Man. Imagine following this account on Twitter. Couldn't be me. Looks like a weirdo Darf if I've ever seen one. Yeah. Kyle. What's Kyle say? Loved every minute of my time I spent in IMSA and later doing 6 years in the Cup Series. But my kid was halfway to being an adult and I wanted to be home for those valuable years. Yep. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Anything else? Anything else? Ooh, Whitney with a hot take right there. Whitney. Do we agree with Whitney? This is happening in all industries. Talent pool isn't the same. Concept of hard work isn't the same. Willingness to put in hard work isn't the same. They want to work less for more money. If work wasn't hard, it would be called vacation. Downside of working in NASCAR: less pay, long hours, less time at home, poor job security. Upside: getting to say you work on race cars and free shirts. He's not far off, honestly. He's not far off. Shorten the goddamn seasons, says USAC at cooking. Thank you. Doesn't surprise me. It's a lot of work. As much as I want in the door, knowing that keeps me hesitant. At least he's being realistic and honest. At least he's being honest with himself. So a lot of people had a lot to say about this, you know. But again, as I said, it usually happens every year. It usually happens every off season. This conversation comes up. I know Dontre Graves tweeted something about, you know, we reached that time of year where this conversation's coming up again. It's just kind of funny. Kind of funny. Anyway, that was just an interesting topic of discussion here as we wait for the Core All-Star race at 9:30. This has all just been a clever ruse to kill time and talk about something that was relevant today. I usually don't sit here and talk a lot about what's going on in the sport. There's not really a lot going on this time of year that's of interest to me. But I don't know. I felt like this was an interesting topic. I felt like this was something that everybody could weigh in on. Everybody had an opinion on. And I, sure read a lot of it on Twitter. I know how I feel about it. I feel like I know how you guys feel about it now. That's really what I was interested in. I like to know what you guys think. What y'all feel about these sort of things, about this sport that we all love. Do I work out? I do. Thanks for asking. I worked out today. 20 minutes on the rowing machine. I've gotten into rowing. I used to do the elliptical. I still will, but I've gotten into rowing now as part of my gym routine. Rowing that's a legit workout, y'all. I'll tell you this right now. It is a legit workout. Works 80 to 90% of all the muscles in your body at the same time with very low impact. Unlike running, it's a very high impact exercise for cardio. Rowing is a very low impact exercise. in 20 minutes on the rowing machine today. I burned over 200 calories. 20 minutes, over 200 calories burned. And then I went and did the rest of my leg day. And it felt great. I'll put my arms down just to not distract people. Yeah, we're still chatting. We got like a half an hour until we're racing still. I thought I was going to sit here and maybe do like an official or some hosted races or something. But that didn't happen. Didn't happen. Yeah, so there you go. That was that conversation. Thanks for having it. I have to pee. So I'm going to go do that. And I'll be back. Did I catch Doc's stream today? I did. I'll talk about it when I get back from emptying my bladder. All right. We are back. Hello. Man. That was a lot of fluid. A lot of fluid to get out. Jumpy truck? I think it's too late for Jumpy truck now. Isn't that at 15? Or is that the top of the hour? There's a new movie. Yeah, I saw that movie about rowing. The Boys in the Boat. Looks interesting. Good story based on a real event. Top of the hour. Ooh, little jumpy truck. A little pre-core jumpy truck. Hold on. The clip he posted on Twitter of him dying in the gulag to snowballs. Oh, I stopped watching by then. Hold on. Need to pull this up. I love watching Doc. I watch Doc every time that he streams. Just like you watch me every time that I stream, right? I must have turned it off. Oh, here we go. All right, we got to watch this. We got to watch this. We got to watch the Doc clip. Hold on. Hold on.
I'm on 75 ping against controller player. That I can't win that. I gotta be smarter. That like literally, that's just me not being smart. That's me going upstairs, getting out of position. Stupid.
In front of us. I got nothing. I just get some video.
That killed him? No way.
I'm on 75 ping against controller player. That I can't win that.
No way that killed him.
Just me
Hold on, I gotta move my camera. Hold on. There's no way that killed him. Hold on. You gotta appreciate
not being smart. That's me going upstairs, getting out of position. Stupid.
In front of us. I got nothing. I just get some video.
Time to head back to base. Guess swing on this guy far.
No way.
I'm on 75
Oh man.
controller player.
That's so bad. That's so bad. That's so bad, dude. I would have uninstalled right then and there. I would have uninstalled that shit. I love Doc. I really do. That is terrible. That's so bad. Oh my god. I can't do Jumpy Truck. I missed Jumpy Truck because we were watching Doc. That's unfortunate. Who missed it? Missed it by a minute. Rip. Sorry, Frisch. Good win. Good win. I didn't sign up. I thought about playing Lego Fortnite. I downloaded it. I did play a couple of games of the Rocket Racing. I won every race that I was in, and it wasn't hard. So I stopped playing because it was too easy and it was a baby game. I don't know why everyone was losing their mind over that game, but it was really easy and I stopped playing it. I don't know. I didn't understand it. I didn't understand Rocket Racing. Unless I was just in the worst lobbies possible or I'm just a god at the game. I don't know. I don't know. It was really easy. Do I know about the Ballistic High Speed channel? No. Sounds cool though. Slow motion recordings of RPG backblast damage on Ballistic. Huh. No, never heard of that. Lethal Company, don't have it. I know a lot of people that play it. I just don't have. I just don't. I don't play it. I don't. Isn't it basically just first person Among Us in, like, not on a spaceship? Isn't it basically first person Among Us? With no, like, sabotaging or crewmates versus whatever the hell. I don't know what the words are that I'm looking for, but you do. Imposters. Thank you. That was the word I was looking for. Yeah, I don't know. I assume our session just went up. The All-Star session, I think, just went up. Possibly. I don't know. Yeah, looks like it. Okay, cool. Ooh, what is my paint scheme? Hold on. I don't even know what my paint scheme is for the Radical. Is it still the same one? What Radical is it? There's like two, isn't there? Oh, no. What Radical? Is it the SR10 or it's the SR8, isn't it? SR8? Yeah, it's the same one. The Cone Slayer 9000 with the teeth on it. All right, perfect. We're good. We're good. We're good. Ugh, excuse me. Disgusting. I don't know. There's a lot of video games I got to play, man. There's a lot of video games I got to play. I got a whole Steam library full of games. I've got Xbox Game Pass full of games that I just want to sit and play. I just don't. But I should, but I don't. Yeah, Among Us was a good time. At its peak, Among Us was a good time. When in doubt, vote Blake out. I think that's what we've all learned, is that nobody gaslights a lobby like Blake McCandless. Nobody gaslights a lobby like Blake McCandless. Frisch is a close second. And honestly, Philip McCandless is right up there with them. It's both of them. They're the same. You'd think they were twins. Honestly, you would think that they were twins. Frisch, I know you and the boys play Lethal Company. Looks like you guys have a great time with that. I know as soon as I buy that game, that'll be the end of y'all playing that game. That happens every time. Every time the group gets into a game, when I show up is when y'all stop playing it. And maybe it's because maybe it's a me thing. Maybe you guys just don't like playing video games with me. And that's fine. I'm cool with that. But I swear to God, I would spend $10 to buy this great game that everybody loves, and that would be the mark of death on that game being played in the group. So I won't do that to you all. I will not do it. I will just let you all have Lethal Company. You can have it. It's yours. Congratulations. I cheated in that game. No, I didn't. I did not cheat. I don't cheat in video games. Oddly enough, well, I'll just share this with you guys. I got banned from Call of Duty yesterday. Yep, you heard that correctly. I got banned from Call of Duty yesterday. I fired up Steam and had a notification saying, hey, by the way, the developers banned you from Call of Duty. And so I went to the Activision website, and it is a permanent ban from Call of Duty and all Call of Duty-related properties. I'm going to go ahead and share this with you. I don't win at Call of Duty. I don't kill enough to get banned or to even be suspected of cheating. But I got banned from Call of Duty yesterday, so I will have to go through the appeals process at some point to try and hopefully get that reversed, because I do enjoy. I've been playing Call of Duty with Ellis and his group of friends from time to time. They play at night, and I've been playing with them. I played Tuesday night. No, Monday night. I played Monday night. Ellis wasn't even on. I was playing with his friends on Monday. We played like 3 games of Warzone. I don't think I got a kill in any of the games. I played like shit. And the next day, I get a notice that I am banned from Call of Duty. I know they got a lot of problems with cheaters, and they're doing a lot of weird things with banning people. But they don't give you a reason. They don't say nothing other than, you're banned. Thanks for the money, loser. So, I don't know. I don't know. The guys that we play with, none of them are good enough to even be suspicious of cheating. None of us are that good. Ellis is probably the best of the group because he plays a lot. I was surprised to learn how much Ryan Ellis plays Call of Duty. And he's pretty okay. But like, Frisch, you remember Modern Warfare 2 Warzone. If you got 10 kills in a game, you were worried. You were sweating if you got 10 kills because you were probably getting shadow banned for having 10 kills for a while there early on. You remember that. I remember that. I haven't even gotten anywhere close to a 10-kill game, and I am permanently banned from the Call of Duty game. So, yeah, I got to figure that one out. But let's just say they don't, they don't uphold my appeal request. Let's say they deny it. Let's say I'm permanently banned from Call of Duty forever. It's unfortunate, because I enjoyed playing with Ryan Ellis. Not like I get my money back. Nope, they keep my money. Every game has issues with cheating. Destiny 2. PvP absolutely riddled with cheaters. The Finals, riddled with cheaters, and that's a new game. Tarkov, cheaters everywhere. Call of Duty, cheaters everywhere. Apex, cheaters everywhere. Every competitive PvP. Fortnite, cheaters everywhere. Every competitive PvP game has a cheating problem. People figure it out. DayZ. I got banned from a DayZ server because people thought I was cheating until I proved my innocence. And then they unbanned me, but I stopped playing it after that because I was so turned off that just simply having more skill than somebody in a competitive PvP game got me banned. Can't enjoy anything nowadays. That's why I'm like, you know what? To hell with first-person shooters, multiplayer games, PvP game. I'm done with all of it. I'm done with all of it except for this shit. I am done with it. I am playing single-player, campaign, story-based games only now. I'm. It's so frustrating, man. It's so hard to enjoy a video game anymore these days. It really is. Fuck you, Schleiss. We don't want you in core. Yeah, see, being a full-time NASCAR driver is such an easy lifestyle that you can play Call of Duty every night. God damn it. Pokemon has cheaters. What? How does Pokemon have cheaters? That's how you know it's bad. People will cheat at anything. If they're cheating at goddamn Pokemon, they will cheat at anything to win. That is pathetic. Oh, man. BitLife? Oh, I remember playing BitLife. I wonder if I could cheat at BitLife. That was a fun stream. That was a fun stream. Tarkov Arena, yeah. Good luck. Good luck if you're playing Tarkov Arena. That's going to be riddled with cheaters. People are going to be getting wall banged like crazy. Got hardware banned? Yeah, if they hit you with the hardware ID, you're done. Like, if I get permabanned, I can go, I can go purchase an account, or I think you get a couple of, I think you get a couple of bans before they hardware ban you. But, like, there's a way around all this shit. The question is, do I want to spend the time doing it? 302. Exclamation point 302. Perfect stat Pokemon? Oh my god. Like, if you're gonna cheat, don't do it so obviously. Like, you should, if you're gonna cheat, you should be doing it to help you just be a little bit better at the game. Not just go out and shit on everybody and in such an egregious an obvious fashion. These people that are beaming people from across the map with a knife. Like, don't do that. Like, don't make it so obvious, right? But no. Can't have anything nice these days. If only I'd recorded everything. I don't even know what I needed to record because they don't tell you. Oh, it was from this play session at this time on this map with this gun, and this player said that you called them a dirty poo-poo head. I don't know. I don't know at what point or what got me banned. I have no idea. They don't tell you. The Visage streams were some of the best content this channel's ever seen. Honestly. The people that tuned in and watched those streams all those years ago saw a side of me that most people have never seen. They have seen me scared. Genuinely scared playing a video game. I've never been so scared playing a video game as I was playing that game. And we were playing it for Halloween. It made sense. That game was scary as fuck at times. It was hilarious at times. It was scary as shit at times, too. Those were some fun streams, man. Those were some fun streams. Nah, Visage was good. That was a good game. I enjoyed it. So this is the, well, that's the music. Yep. Goodbye, music. So this is the Radical. If you have never seen a Radical before, this is the Radical. Pretty radical, if you ask me. It looks goofy because you're sitting on the right side of the car. It looks goofy. I know. I know. That's what you got. Resident Evil Village was fun. You guys got a lot of enjoyment out of me playing Resident Evil Village. That was kind of a scary game at times. Maybe it was just how bad I was at it that was scary. I don't know. Yeah, Chandler getting pissed in Among Us was good. NASCAR Ignition 21 was scary. You're not wrong. Hate that I'm on the right side of the car. Yeah, I know. This is what it looks like all night. This is it. This is it. But we get in a pack and we get to drafting. It's very exciting.
They caught us speeding on pit road. We need to come in and serve a 30-second penalty. All right, man. We got to come in for this black flag or we'll be disqualified.
I think I sent Cosman to the Shadow Realm. Holy shit, where'd you go?
I cleared the speed board.
Radical. Oh yeah, throw some good throwback clips of some good times, Natters. You have a good nose for those things. A lot of good times. Put them in Discord. There you go. Come to Discord. If you're not in Discord, come to Discord. Do I still have the Twitch Clips channel, or did I get rid of it? I never remember what I have in there anymore. Twitch Clips channel does exist still. Hooray! God, David finds a hobby. What is this? Hell yeah! I'm good at sex. Let's go. Jesus Christ. Oh man, I forgot about that one. BitLife was actually a very fun game. That game was more fun than I thought it was going to be. It was pretty good for streaming. It was better than it should have been, I think.
Ben's here to clear flag.
You need to serve the black flag or you'll be disqualified. Outside. Clear high, clear high.
Death. Need that as a channel point redemption? Oh, man. Yeah, that's just what I want to hear while I'm in the middle of an intense battle. It's just that. That would not break the immersion or anything at all.
Outside. Clear high, clear high. You got one inside. All clear, all clear. Outside. All clear, all clear. You got one outside. 3 wide, you're in the middle. You got one outside. 2 wide there. You're on the bottom, 3 wide. Outside. 2 wide there. All clear, all clear.
Oh. Oh, my God.
Oh my god.
Help! My legs! The talking appliances? Oh, man. That scene was definitely one of the greatest scenes ever in video games. That scene was absolutely legendary. I was not prepared for that scene. I was not prepared for that.
Inside, clear low, clear low. Outside, inside, clear, too wide. Inside. Inside. Clear low, clear low. Inside. All clear, all clear. You got one inside. Clear low, clear low. You got one outside. All clear, all clear. You got one inside.
Oh!
That was your box last position. You're up top 3 wide. Inside, 2 wide there. You're up top 3 wide. You got one inside, 2 wide there. All clear, all clear.
Who is this? Oscar Piastri in front of us with the McLaren colors? Is this Oscar? Or Lando?
That was your box last position. Outside. You're clear high, clear high. You got one outside. You're clear high, clear high. You got one inside.
Ah!
Clear low.
Saka.
Oh. Maneater. Oh my god, the Maneater streams. That was a fun game. That was a fun game. Honestly, that was a fun game. I enjoyed Maneater. I felt like that was kind of an underrated game. Damage is off. Yeah, damage is off. That's the only, because these cars are so sensitive. Like if they left damage on, it wouldn't even be fun. So damage is off. That's why the cars heal automatically. They fix themselves automatically. Keeps it fun, and it keeps it so we can keep drafting without blowing up. What's up, Joey Kennedy? Hello. Hello, everybody on YouTube. How we doing? Never finished it? Oh, man. That was a great game. From start to finish, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Got one inside. All clear, all clear. Inside, all clear, all clear.
Let me take a look at Cozy's car. Got a great picture of Valtteri boat ass on his car. 3,000 internet points if you can name Mike Check's 2 snakes in BitLife. Oh boy. Yeah, only real ones know the answer to that question. I could barely answer that question. Never ran these cars on an oval. It's fun, man. It's good fun. Good drafting fun. Good time. Good time for all. Highly recommend. It's a staple of the core to do this as the all-star race, to do this combination, because it's great. It's so good. Let's look at our car. Just in case you forgot what the Cone Slayer 9000 looks like. Whatever the hell this car is called. Take a look at it. Why are we under the earth? So yeah, this is our car. Cone Slayer 9000. It's got teeth on it. Yeah, it's a good car. Back of the car is not nearly as interesting. I mean, it's basically cones. It says on the wing Cone Slayer 9000, right? But really, it's the eyes on the side of the car and the teeth. The teeths. You don't want to see that in your rearview mirror, man. That's why I love this paint scheme. That's why I always run it, because I think it's funny. It's funny. Then you got Cozy with Valtteri on the hood. It says Cozy on the side pod. You got Marty Reed and Dale Jarrett. I know who you are. And Albert Pujols on the back, if you know your baseball. Albert with Grover. But Cozy's got this weird thing for Albert Pujols. I don't know why, but he does. Probably because it's a funny name. So, that's Cozy's car. Gary Owen with Bofa coin. That's funny. Bofa. Here's Garrett Smithley, old tractor trophy. DN Creative. Can I get a DN update? There it is. It's still a car. It's still there. And Frisch with the McLaren F1 livery, we'll say. Cosman's got his Shaq eyewear. God, I remember Shaq eyewear. Who remembers Shaq eyewear? Who remembers those paint schemes? I do. I remember those. I think we ran it a couple times as part of our Toby Christie deal. Justin Champagne. That is, yeah. There you go. Some of the paint schemes of all time. Nothing's better than the Cone Slayer 9000. Am I enjoying YouTube streaming? I mean, for me, it's. I think it's good to reach this platform. I don't know how much the YouTube people enjoy it, but you know, it's interesting. I have read that streamers who decided to multi-stream once it became legal or allowable by Twitch, once they decided to multi-stream to their YouTube channel, it actually hurt their YouTube channels more often than not. And there's been a lot of interesting analysis and research and discussion about that. And really what people have found or determined is that people subscribe to a YouTube channel for the content that they see regularly posted to that YouTube channel. And when all of a sudden they see something different, content-wise, live streaming coming to that channel, it's not really what they're into, and so they don't watch as much. And so there have been a lot of big YouTubers. I'm talking hundreds of thousands, millions of subscriber channels that have spoken about how they've actually hurt their channel's health and growth and revenue by multi-streaming their Twitch stream to their YouTube channel, thinking that it would hit their existing YouTube audience and people would be interested in that, and realizing it's quite the opposite, that people aren't interested in that, that they subscribe to that channel to see whatever the usual content that YouTuber posts. So it's been kind of fascinating to see, and I've already seen YouTubers who I watch regularly for other forms of content, other stuff, who did the multicasting thing and stopped. They stopped doing it because they didn't like the negative impact it was having on their channel, which sounds crazy. It really sounds crazy, but that's, yeah, that's what has been happening. So, but for me, like, my YouTube channel's all but dead. Okay, I haven't posted a video in a very long time. I just don't have the time to make that kind of content. I just don't. I don't have the time to do it. And there really isn't anything that I feel like I want to sit down and record either. I know everyone wants me to play NASCAR Thunder 04. Bring NASCAR Thunder 04 back. David, play NASCAR Thunder 04. I will give you my children if you play NASCAR Thunder 04. Please, for the love of God, play NASCAR Thunder. I hear you. I hear you. Loud and clear. Okay? There were a couple things that I thought were going to come along that were going to be able to replace NASCAR Thunder 04. Like a new video game, a modern racing game. And we kind of got fucked. Okay? All of us got fucked by motorsport games and all of that. Okay? So it's tough. It's tough scenes. Yeah, it was a big surprise to me, Django, to learn that too. Like, that was a big surprise to me to learn that people who live streamed on Twitch but also had a sizable YouTube channel or existence were damaging their platforms, were damaging their channels by multi-streaming to it. I thought that was the most ass-backwards thing I'd ever heard. That was the case. That did not seem possible. But it wasn't until I started reading these articles and listening to these content creators making videos about why they were no longer going to multi-stream to their YouTube channel, and them showing the receipts, them showing the analytics of what live streaming did to their channels. I was like, well, you can't argue with that. You can't argue with the facts. They're showing it. Did I enjoy getting fucked? No. No, I didn't. I didn't enjoy it at all. I don't think anybody did. But I appreciate you asking. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like Joey said, I used to watch your qualifying tutorials, the fixed setup oval racing guide, whatever it was, FSorg, right? That's what it was called, the FSorg. That's why a lot of people found my YouTube channel, was because of the iRacing guides that I was making every week. Right? And so they don't see those anymore and like, well, I guess he moved on. His channel died. Or then they started seeing NASCAR Thunder 04 videos or the NASCAR Heat career modes. Like, all right, he's going to post videos. Cool. He's like WinVal, all right? He's basically playing all the same games and doing the same shit. F1 games, all that, right? That was basically the loop that I was in. I just stopped, man. I just stopped. Like, I don't want to play retro games anymore. I don't want to play. I've thought about doing a NASCAR 05 Chase for the Cup career mode, but it's like every time I think about it, a part of my soul just dies thinking about it. And that's how I know it's not the right thing to do with my time. I'd rather sit here and live stream a couple times a week than make YouTube videos. That's the choice I have to make. I can either do one or the other. I can't do both. It's one or the other. I can't do both. I'd rather live stream a couple times a week. I'd rather do that than make YouTube videos. You know, I tried a couple different things there at the end. We've talked about it. It wasn't everybody's cup of tea. The Need for Speed videos and the Grid Legends videos. People just weren't into it. They weren't as into it as the other stuff. And I get that. YouTube is a very challenging platform. Like, Twitch is hard enough to be a live streamer on, but I feel like YouTube has its own unique things going on with it as well. Where the hell is everybody? I thought we were supposed to be racing at 9:30. There's like nobody here. I don't know. I guess they're still doing the open. I don't know. Let's look. Let's find out what's going on here. What is going on on the FTF? Oh, they're still racing.
Hooked by Case and into the barrels.
He just gets...
And then gives himself a buzz cut down the front straightaway pit lane.
God. I've never seen something like that.
So we've got Vargas in the booth.
It just gets hooked.
Oh,
man.
Cody almost got it saved, and there's the hook. And pow. It wasn't even that hard of a hit, honestly.
No.
It just got the back end off the barrel, so that it kicked the front end off the wall, and that's what flipped it over.
That's the next update we need is barrel physics.
We're still racing. Did somebody win?
Oh, my. All right. Well, we'll set the field. We'll change sessions. Vargas, go get in the race car. We'll see you in a little while.
Yeah.
Okay.
The second inaugural 4th annual Gabewood Paid for This Gabewood Memorial Corps All-Star Showdown Hoedown continues in a moment on FTF.
God bless Jacob Hitz.
Hello.
God, I love Jacob Hitz. Jacob Hitz doing sim racing commentary makes me happy. He's the best. He's the best. I love Jacob Hitz. He's the greatest. Kind of like the VOD perspective that either live or post stream. Yeah, on Twitch it's a lot harder. If it's on YouTube, it just seems like it's easier to find like the stream highlights, and I know that I probably should have been doing that this whole time, is just take every live stream and just move it over there. But I didn't because I'm stupid or I'm lazy or both. I don't know. I'm... I feel like I'm at the point where I have so many other pursuits going on outside of all of this that I need to just...
All right, we'll be trying to start this session here in about 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Okay. I need to accept the fact that it's going to be one or the other, but not both, and that's okay. Whatever happens with the YouTube channel happens with the YouTube channel. That's fine. It was a good run. We had a lot of fun, and it was cool to say that I did it. But this is how I'd rather spend my time when I have the time to do it. What's up, Presley Gilson? Hello, how are you? Tom.
So are you clearing track cut?
Miller, 34 months. Thank you, Tom, for the 34. Welcome back to the children. Hello, Tom. How we doing? Preston Pardus is in this race. P Money making his core debut here in the All-Star race. All right. Big P Money fan. Love me some Preston Pardus. Still facing the wrong way. Hello? Oh. I don't think you can change anything in this car, can you? You can change the brake bias. Definitely won't need that. We will not be touching the brakes tonight. Promise you that. Will not be touching the brake pedal. You know, the YouTube thing, like, that really really took off when I was doing this full time. It's hard to fit in YouTube with a full-time job, with a part-time job, and live streaming a couple times a week too. Like, it's too much to try and do. It's just too much. You know, I got other things I want to do. And there's still plenty of other great people on YouTube to go and watch. You know, Cozy, God bless him. He's still putting out videos. His Dirt to Daytona series is still going good. His F1 23 series is still going good. You know, he's got a lot of free time now. He doesn't have to worry about coke and testing. He's been able to sit down and do YouTube videos. But when he was in the thick of it during coke season, you didn't see any YouTube content really from him at all. He just didn't. He just didn't have time. Now he's got time and he's making videos again, which I appreciate because I love watching his videos. He cracks me up. That kid cracks me up all the time. Funny kid.
Hi, Justin.
Yeah, we don't need brakes. Where we're going, we don't need brakes. Bibbity bobbity boo. Wah, wah, wah. All right, sick. Very good, very good. Yeah, Cozy's been pumping out the content, man. Dirt to Daytona, F1 23, love it. Absolutely love it. Love watching those videos. Always brings a smile on my face.
We'll be starting here in about 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Always makes me laugh. Always some goofy, funny stuff that happens. And his reactions, the way he just handles every situation as it comes up, he's good, man. He's good at what he does. So, there's other people like him that make great content too. I know that, you know, I know people enjoyed watching me do it, and I enjoyed doing it. It was fun. It was fun at the time. Shit, there was nothing. Honestly, that was such a rush to like sit down for 4 hours and record a whole bunch of NASCAR Thunder episodes, knowing I had all those to edit and that you guys were waiting for them, and knowing what had happened but not being able to talk about it with anybody, but like knowing that some cool shit had happened and like the first win, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun to do that. It's just so time consuming. Really time consuming. And it's not the best use of my time anymore. But it was fun, and we did pretty good for a little channel. We did pretty good, which was cool. You know, not everyone gets to enjoy even that small amount of success like I enjoyed. So, I look at it as...
All right, 30-second warning, 30-second warning.
Really a big accomplishment for me to even say that I was able to do it and get that kind of viewership. That was pretty cool. Did I get the new logos and everything? No, Presley, I haven't. I haven't got the new logos and everything. I've been a bad boy about that. I apologize. But we got a whole new slew of race cars coming, new leagues next year, and we'll get it all squared away.
All right, we are advancing.
Get it all squared away. I appreciate you, Django. I know you've been watching me for a long time over there. I appreciate that. It's good to see you over here too. Well, on your side, but here on a live stream. Makes me happy. Let's slice race. I know, Gary. I know. We all want it. We all want it. They don't want it, but we want it. Yeah, man. Just send me the link on Discord, please, Presley. That'll go a long way. I can get those over to Cosmin, and he can do his thing. Thank you. Thank you, Presley. Presley Gilson, everybody. The brain behind Norse Force Racing. The most dominant force in open setup competition. Defending Coke Series champion setup team. With over half of the Coke Series grid under its banner now. Taking over. It's actually pretty impressive. I apologize. I have got a hell of a callus that I am trying to pull off of my hand because it's gross. So if you're wondering what I'm doing with my hands, it's what I'm doing. It's quite disgusting, actually. But it's just driving me crazy. Driving me crazy. A warm compress will take it off. Okay. We actually had a very lengthy discussion in my Discord today about eNASCAR. It really started with the announcement from Stewart Haas Esports that they were pulling out of the Coke Series after winning a championship with Steven Wilson, that they wouldn't be back. And we had a long discussion in Discord today about that. It was a fun conversation. Yeah, it's good times. What do we got? We got Heats.
Hello and welcome to Core Season 6 presented by SimRep Market. Tonight is the second inaugural 4th annual Gabe Wood Paid for This Gabe Wood Memorial Core All-Star Showdown Hoedown, which is being broadcasted live right now on twitch.tv/FTF_GG. The starts will be on green. Cautions will be a little different tonight, so please pay attention. Cautions will be relaxed, meaning that it will be up to my discretion. Unless it's a big one or we run out of cars, I will keep it green. There is a choose cone rule entering turn 1. The start of the white, blue, and white line on the apron is the choose cone. Inside of it is inside, outside of it is outside. If you hit the cone or run over the line, it is an EOL. I'll go over the rest of the rules as we go. Good luck. Have fun.
Are you clearing for cutting the grass?
I will be doing my best to clear it, but if the session advances before it gets cleared, then that is on you.
Rip.
Copy.
Cool. So we got 2 heat races, I guess. I don't know why. To set the starting order for the main, I suppose.
But everyone that is racing is going to be in the main all-star race, so don't be worried about that. All right, starts on green.
These are 10 laps each. Cool. Awesome. Fun. I'll go pee one more time before we get to racing.
Green flag, green flag.
And you can watch this wonderful display of racing. They haven't died yet. That's cool. That's cool. They haven't died yet. Oh, they're trying, though. They do sound like Indy cars. You're right. You're right, Donnie. They do. They are IndyCar. Oh, poor Cosman. That'll shake things up here at the halfway point. Justin Melillo, your leader. Vargas, Gary Owen. With Garrett Smithley there at the back of that 4-car train. Trying to make you blush, giving you all those compliments? No, man, just telling it how it is. Just saying how it is, man. Was I wrong? Did I not tell the truth on anything that I said? I feel like I was very truthful. And if I made you blush, that tells me that I was saying the truth. Just a happy member of the team, Presley. I get to benefit from everybody else's hard work. You guys sent me to victory lane and road to pro. You know, you make me look like I know what I'm doing out there. Just further proof that the setup makes all the difference. A great setup can turn a good driver into a winner. Oh, they are racing. Oh, they are racing. Oh, they're 4 wide. Oh, they're 4 wide. Woo! Here comes Gary Owen. What a damn race. What a damn race. White flag. Oh, he turned him. No, the NASCAR drivers wrecked each other. It's a 2.
All right, we're even, damn it.
Car race.
Yeah, bad chance.
Oh, Justin wrecked the dog shit out of him. We got beef between Smithley and Vargas.
It's a fucking bloodbath.
Good win, Justin, I guess.
Oh, what a turn of events here. Oh, man. An absolute slobber knocker.
I wasn't trying to wreck you there. I was trying to break your ankles. And,
Wow.
I don't know. I guess I clipped you, man. I'm so sorry.
That was awesome. Can't wait to see how we can race. Woo.
All right, man, we're going green next
Radicals.
time. All right, man. Line up on the outside row now.
Wait
The road is
until
closed.
I see what you have in store for this season. Oh, baby. I like when you say things like that, Presley. I like that. I like it a lot. Yes, sir. There are no friends in these races. Only people that we have to beat. There are no friends. We got the Pizza Man, P Money, P Frisch. A lot of P's in the top 3. Me, Gabe Wood, and Miguel Kuzi.
Catch the 50 car.
Bloodbath, yes. I would have done it for 10.
All right. Start's going to be on green. 10 laps.
Brayton, I just want you to know I was offered $20 to wreck you.
If Dorman had that same deal, he'd be a millionaire right about now. If I can buy a pizza for about $10, everyone split it with me afterwards. That's cool.
Get ready.
All right. Start's on green.
Green, green, green. Inside. You're up top 3 wide. You got 1 inside. 2 wide there. All clear, all clear. Outside. You're on the bottom 3 wide. You got 1 outside. 2 wide there. You're clear high, clear high.
Just sit here and ride.
Inside. Clear low, clear low.
Not that it matters where we finish in this, because it doesn't. Really does not matter. But y'all know I will commit a war crime to win. You know that already. I have proven it. In last year's All-Star race.
Got one inside. Clear low, inside. You're up top, pretty wide. Got one inside. Too wide there. Clear low. You got one inside. Pretty wide, you're in the middle. Clear, too hard.
I'm fucking laughing.
Go with the line.
I was going to get that $20 right there.
Inside.
Ah, hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
All clear, all clear. Got one inside. You're up top, pretty wide. Inside, too wide there. Pretty wide, you're in the middle. You're clear high, too wide there. You got one outside. All clear, all clear. Got one outside.
Presley, thank you for the 13 months. Welcome back to the children. Hello, Presley.
One more left to win. Clear high. You got one outside. Three wide, you're in the middle. You got one outside. Too wide there. All right, you won.
Hey!
Good one there, David.
Let's go. Woo! Holy shit, it worked. Going through the grass worked. Pujols. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Comfortable. Comfortable margin. Fucking got him. So we're starting second in the feature. Okay. What is this, a B main? More racing that I don't get to participate in? Okay. So a 5-lap B main for some reason. And then a 20-lap main event. Okay. Hell yeah. How about that? Exciting. Very exciting. Yeah, that's cool that that worked. I wasn't sure if it was going to because you hit that little jump. And sometimes that jump can cut your speed.
All right, starts on green.
But we were good. Yeah, it worked out okay. I was like, man, I know Cozy's going to clear. I knew he was going to clear me and get down in front of me. So I was hopeful that I could give him a big enough shove that I would move him out a little bit and then just get the run through the corner to be able to turn under him like that. That's exactly what I did. He couldn't defend it. Just beat him back to the line. Huge. It's a Norse Force dub in the Core All-Star prelim. Here you go, Presley. My team on the spot for next year is secured with that performance. Go me. All right, 5 laps. 5 laps? 5 laps. Safe for another season. Wide in the back, Champagne to the bottom. What's he doing? I don't have a choice. I'm being forced to spot. Ah! Brayton got done to him what he did to me. Justice has been served. Yeah, I mean, I think when you help spot the guy that wins the championship, you kind of have to come back and do it again, right? Kind of have to do it.
Attaboy, P-Money.
The dynamic duo. Well, hopefully we can rekindle the magic, but have a full season of doing it, right? I only came in for the last, what, handful of races? So, you know, just think of what we could do with a full season together. Make for some good content, that's for sure. Make for some fun streams on Tuesday nights. You guys enjoy that stuff. So we'll have FTF Grand National on Monday nights, Coke Series spotting on Tuesday nights, every other Tuesday, whenever that starts up again. February. Here we go, the run to the checkered flag. P Money's got it. Who's going to get there first? Like it's going to be P Money. Oh, God, they're stuck in the fence. They're literally stuck in the wall.
Good one there, Pardis.
Wow. There you go. That'll do it. 12 cars. Here tonight. Couple few less than we usually get, but it's okay. Quality over quantity. Crown Royal. It's not about quality. It's about quality, not quantity.
All right, man, we're going green next time by. All right, man, line up on the outside row now.
Yeah, me and Presley back with Isaac. Back in the day. Me and Presley helping Isaac. Man, talk about something that didn't realize its full potential. I'm telling you, that win was so close for us. We were so close to a win. Isaac was so close to a win. That Atlanta race, I'm still convinced if he doesn't have the internet issues at Atlanta, he wins that race. I'm convinced of it. That kid was going to win races, man. He was going to win Coke Series races.
All right. Congrats, everyone that has made it to the second inaugural 4th annual Gabe Wood paid for this Gabe Wood Memorial Core All-Star Showdown Hoedown. Let's tighten it up. Starts on green, 20 laps.
I won this a year ago and still haven't gotten my die cast.
I remember when Gabe Wood made diecast.
I remember too. Back when he wasn't a lazy piece of shit and grifted people for money. You all got scammed.
Oh, you know, almost a year later now.
Yeah.
It's okay. He's got a lot of blank diecast to work with now. I know he does. All right, here we go. 20 laps for Sim Racing Immortality. Can we win the Core All-Star race again?
Green flag, green flag. The road is now open. You got one inside. You're up top 3 wide. Inside, 2 wide there.
Oh, Cozy died. Cozy's dead. Oh my God, Cozy's dead. I don't know how he saved it. We wanted to wreck real bad right there. I thought we were going around.
Got one outside. John and bottom 3 wide.
I get it.
Got one outside. 2 wide there. All clear, all clear. Outside. All clear, all clear. Outside. Alright, man. Caution is out. Caution is out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed.
All right, you guys are catching up to the base car.
That was a lot of death.
Let the 26 car by. She had the position when the yellow flight came out.
Who the fuck hit me?
I'm sorry, Gabe. I am sorry.
Oh, man.
I was in a fucking orbit.
All right, pace cars in the backstretch. We're going to be coming to 1 to go.
That was a big-ass wreck.
Catch the 26 car. Pit road is now open.
Can I get a Michael Cozy Jr. update? Looked like a hard lick.
Looks like myself playing Lethal Company.
Jared, how does it feel seeing just like a really poorly drawn JPEG of a goldfish cracker in your mirror?
Pit road is closed.
Dude, I was
Alright,
trying
man,
to
we're
figure
going
out what it
green
was.
next time, bye.
All right, you guys are choosing this time. Choose.
Past the 53.
I didn't think Vargas was going to take the bottom two. I would have gone top, but okay. Ryan, how does it feel to look up in the rear view and just see teeth?
Whose tonsils are those?
Past the 24. Past
The Cone Slayer 9000s.
You're in a sandwich of excellence right now, is really what you are.
It's not even the teeth that freak me out, it's the really high quality image of a throat.
Get ready.
All right, so it's on green.
Be behind this pace tracker that makes you realize how small these things are.
What she said?
Green, green, green. Outside. All clear, all clear. Outside. All clear, all clear.
Great save there, Gabe. Can we start fucking racing?
Okay.
Inside. You're up top, 3 wide. Yeah, 1 inside. 2 wide there. You're up top, 3 wide. Clear low, clear low.
Justin, see what you make me do?
My bad. I'll come back there and I'll push it in front.
Garrett Smithley on suicide watch right now.
Well, you know, just getting screwed by Vargas is kind of par for the course.
Why is this always Garrett?
Oh, man.
He had a choice to smooth things over and he chose wrong, so.
Inside. You're up top, 3 wide.
Damn, we got hoed.
Inside, 2 wide there. You're up top, 3 wide. Inside, 2 wide there. Clear low, clear
We got hoed by Frisch, who in turn hoed himself. So that was worthwhile. Oh, things are happening.
Outside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide. You got 1 outside. 2 wide there.
Oh.
3 wide. You got 1 outside.
Oh, they are flying.
All right, man.
Oh my. Oh shit. They are dying at the start finish line. Oh my god. Somebody took flight.
You guys are catching up to the pace car, catching up.
Oh my god.
Whenever I cleaned down, I hit the
It's a 58 car.
Oh lord.
Vargas bump.
Oh man.
My bad, buddy.
Yeah, we'll look at replays. We'll look at them. Well, we're getting down to it. The end of this thing.
Pace cars in the backstretch will be coming one go.
Pardon me.
Pit road is now open.
Chris got the idea.
Next time by. Pit road is closed. I have to go with the line.
All right, you are choosing this time. Choose.
Past the 53. Past the.
What's going on?
Let the 58 car by.
I think that counts as hitting the cone.
Okay, Champagne, I wasn't swinging at you. I promise I was choosing.
Let the 58 car by.
No, you're all good. That was funny.
That burns so much fuel. It's actually kind of crazy how much fuel that burns.
All right, tighten it up. Starts on green.
Get ready.
Here we go. Possibly the final run.
Green, green, green. inside. You got one inside. You got one outside. You're clear high, clear high. You got one outside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide. Outside. 2 wide there. 2 wide in the middle. Alright, man, caution it out. Caution it out. Line up single file.
Oh my God, where did Brayton go?
baby.
Have a great one to continue.
You guys are catching up to the pace car.
Oh my God. Oh. Brayton, are you okay? Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm great.
Garrett thought that I was going to try and pass him. I was just going to keep pushing him until the white. He was so busy blocking and going to the grass that he fucking killed all of us. I'm happy just to push Garrett. That was the plan, was just to push him until the last lap. And then do something to win. That's okay.
All right, pace cars in the backstretch will be coming to 1 to go.
God damn.
The road is now open. Pit road is closed. Alright, man, we're going green next time by.
All right, you are choosing this time. Choose.
Somebody tell Garrett I will do my best just to push him until the last lap. So he doesn't freak out and block halfway into the grass on the front stretch for no reason.
Past the 58, past the...
I'll do my best. I can't say the guys behind me will be as interested in that strategy as I am. In which case, if they go low, I will go lower. Thank you. Thank you, Natters.
Get ready.
Good for something sometimes. That's right. We finally figured it out.
Past the 38, past the 58, past the green flag, green flag.
No!
Outside. You're clear high, clear high. All right, man. White flag at the line. Inside. You're up top, 3 wide. All clear, all clear.
Did I get it? No! Garrett got it. Damn.
Good win, Garrett.
Couldn't get low.
Good win there, Garrett Smithley. You are an all-star core winner.
I knew going to the outside was going to be bad for me. I wouldn't wreck Garrett Smithley to win an all-star race. Landon Huffman, absolutely. Garrett Smithley, absolutely not.
All right, we will be seeing you in 2 weeks at Talladega.
You're a legend.
Good shit, Garrett. Good win.
Wild-ass lesson in physics. David Doring Garrett actually shot him forward and let him beat Vargas.
For real?
Yes, Garrett was going to lose to Vargas, and as soon as you hit him, it knocked him forward. It gave him forward momentum.
iRacing.com Motorsports Simulation.
So he was going 146 steady, and as soon as he hit him, he gained 4 miles an hour.
Yeah, that checks out. Oh, yeah, Vargas has got the run. Wow. What the what the hell? Oh, I don't get it. It spun me right the hell out. And it shot him forward just right at the end. That's crazy, dude. Well, damn. What a good finish. What a good finish. I just didn't know what to do in the situation. Like, I guess
tried to wake Garrett up, but we'll talk to David instead. David,
hello.
I thought, honestly, when everybody fanned out, like, years past, that you would get it in a photo finish, but just on the other end of it this year, talk us through that last run from your point of view.
It was wild, Caleb. It was absolutely wild. Damn. So close to winning it again, but really cool to be a part of an awesome finish there with Garrett and Ryan. Apparently, me hitting Garrett propelled him forward to just beat Vargas at the line. I don't know. Physics, what even are they? Science doesn't have an answer, but it was fun. I tried to relay a message to Garrett that I was committed to pushing him until the white flag lap, and then I would, obviously try to win the race, and I think he finally got that, and we did that. It was crazy out there. Had to make some big saves, but once again, Radicals at Charlotte is an undefeated combination for the All-Star race. I'm so glad we went back to this, and it puts on a whale of a show. I feel like, I don't know, and you guys tell me because you were watching it from outside, but I feel like the suck was not as big as it has been in years past.
I believe there was an update they did to the Radicals at some point last year, and I think that's why the weather was a little different this year too, is to try to get some of that back. But I do think it is a little decrease from years past, because I do remember like the first 2 years we did this thing, it was just like mega suck runs, and now, I mean, you still get big runs. It's just like you said, I think a little smidgen less than what we used to have.
Yeah, it didn't feel as strong driving it, so even following the leader, you don't feel like you got as big of a run to try and pull out and make a pass, and that's why you see us going below the blue line on the backstretch and getting close to the inside wall, because that's really the only thing you can do. That outside lane, it's tough. You have to have a really good pusher behind you to make it work, and I was hopeful into 3. I knew I was going to have to slide up a little bit, give some room to Vargas, and make it a good finish. I was hoping Gary would be able to get to my back bumper and push me past them, but he was kind of in between the lanes and went to wreck in. I don't know. It was awesome. Really good finish. Another instant classic here in the core, and I think a finish that's appropriate and worthy of this series for an all-star race. It always is. 3 cars through the grass to the line, 0.002 of a second. It's pretty awesome. The Cone Slayer 9000 will be back.
Yeah, only in the core all-star race. And, I mean, it doesn't count points-wise, but, I mean, still some solid momentum. I mean, how do you take this and look forward to Talladega in 2 weeks with the big power Gen 4 cars?
Well, I'm sure as Jacob Hitz can and will tell you, there are a few people in this league that have a better track record at that track. Track record at that track. There literally is a track record than me. Wow. I win at that track a lot. Sorry, Jacob. I know it's bad. I tend to win at Talladega.
Mike
so
Taranko think?
Yeah, I know. I'll leave that to you. But I don't know. I feel like I have a really good chance. It should be a lot of fun. Looking forward to that. But I've already got an all-star or 2 under my belt. Still haven't gotten a diecast for wrecking the hell out of Landon Huffman coming to the line last year. So hopefully I can get that. I was hoping to have it by this year's all-star race. But, you can't rush greatness and you can't rush art. And apparently Gabe Wood is working on exactly that. So we'll just have to wait a little longer. Good luck to Garrett Smithley on whatever he's been promised for winning this thing, because he might get it in 2030.
Well, either way, congratulations. Great run for you tonight, David, and we'll see you in 2 weeks from Dega.
I appreciate it, boys. Thanks so much for covering this. Thanks, everybody who was watching tonight, and we will be seeing you in 2 weeks. Looking forward to it.
That is
fun. Yeah, so I don't know what more I could have done. I guess I could have made the attack on Garrett like Vargas did on me, just right here, just swing low on him and put him in a position. I really wanted to do it out of 4, and I can't fault Vargas for doing this. I mean, this is basically how you force your way to pass somebody. Yeah, I thought maybe Gary was going to get to my back bumper here and push me because they were disconnected on the bottom. We would have better mow up top. And he just didn't. And I felt like we had something cooking right here. I just didn't turn left soon enough. I stayed up for too long on the track. Yeah, just a wild run to the line. And again, I didn't want to wreck either of them. I didn't want to wreck either of them. Those 2 guys, they're my friends. I love racing clean with them. They got their own little beef thing going on between them. I didn't want to wreck anybody for it this year. So, well played. Well played by everybody. Fun little all-star race. And now Garrett Smithley is a core all-star winner. Good for him. I feel like that's fitting. The 2 of them finishing like that, considering Garrett's not thrilled with Vargas in core because he runs into him a lot. So I think that was a pretty good little appropriate finish, all things considered. I'm good with it. I'm at peace with that. Yeah, it's good stuff. Pretty cool. Me hitting him gets him the win. Just can't make that stuff up, man. You just can't make it up. Awesome. Awesome and cool. Well, that's the core all-star race. We didn't win it this year, but we came damn close, and it was a fun time doing it. I know it wasn't a lot of racing here tonight. More talk than racing, but you'll have that. And I enjoy talking with you guys. Let's look at the new NFR EPI. Can I show these on stream, Presley? Are these for public consumption? Oh, they're out now. Okay. Here's your new EPI North Force Racing logos. Pretty nice. See, what's this one? Yep, there you go. There's that one. A lot of nice horizontal ones. I like this block one. That's nice. Good stuff right there. Guess that's just a collection of them. There you go. Well, we'll start putting those on our race cars. Get Cosman working on that. Get these on our race cars so everybody knows the deal. EPI, powered by North Force, coming to a racetrack near you and near me next year. Can we get back to victory lane in Road to Pro, round 1? I don't see why not. We've won in Road to Pro round 1, what, 3 years in a row? At least one race 3 years in a row? 2 years? 3 years? 3 years. And I can color match them to my paint. Incredible. Incredible stuff. Thank you, Presley. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We are back next week. Next week is Christmas week, is it not? It is. Christmas is on Monday. Holy shit. What did you guys get me for Christmas? I haven't seen anything show up at my door. What did you guys get me for Christmas? Unbelievable. I might have some Christmas gifts for you guys. Would you like to see one of them? Because I don't have any streams planned for next week other than Fire Suit Friday on the 29th. Fire Suit Friday Shield Car. I am still planning out that event. I will put something out soon on what to expect next Friday for Shield Car. But I'm working on some stuff. I'm working with some of our partners, some of our supporters to get some additional goodies and things to include during that stream next Friday. For racers and non-racers alike, people just hanging out in chat, get you some stuff. But also, I might have secured a small armada of something that you guys have been asking for a long time now. I may have found a way to finally deliver it to you. And we'll probably start on Friday with some giveaways. I'll have to think about how to do it, but come on, camera. Come on, camera. Camera. I might have secured a large amount of 1/64th scale Alpha Prime diecasts. So, yes, they're Caesar Baccarella from the 2022 season with clear cryptos, but they're legit. They're the real thing, not customs, the real thing. So, I've got, I don't know how many 1/64th versions of this, a lot. And I've got a 1/24th scale as well. So, just something to keep in mind for next Friday that you could possibly win just for being a part of the stream. Sound good? I figured it would. Just a little something, a little Christmas surprise from me to you, my loyal and supportive audience. So yeah, you'll just have to wait to find out a little bit more about that, but there you go. More information to come. Join the Discord. That's where all the information will go first, is in Discord. My Discord. Not your Discord. My Discord. It'll be in there. So if you want to know first before anybody, join the Discord. Doesn't cost you anything. And there's at least 2.5 cool people in there to talk to. Not counting me. In addition to me, there's like 2.5 cool people to talk to. Sometimes 3 3/4, but usually no more than that. Sound good? Good. Great? Great. Yeah. So I don't know. Will there be a pop-up stream at some point between now and next Friday? Yeah, I think it's entirely possible. Next week after Christmas, might get a couple streams in like we normally do Tuesday, Wednesday, find something to do. Maybe there'll be some good officials that week that we can jump into. I don't know. Maybe we'll find some hosted races to go terrorize people in. I don't know. It's tough to say at this point, but we'll figure it out one way or the other. That's it. And funny clips, yes. Thank you. And funny clips. All right, that's going to do it for me for tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. We're not core all-star winners for a third time in a row. We came very close to doing it. But a big thank you to everybody who came back to the Children tonight. Thank you for that. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Go get you a full 8 hours of sleep, you beautiful people. Crush your day tomorrow. Whatever it is that you do, go to the gym. Start rowing. It's fun. And it only hurts for a little while. I promise. And if we don't talk to you before then, a very Merry Christmas to all of you. If you're celebrating, participating, have a great time.